Hi, welcome to this tutorial for GUImpact. Here we will be creating a widget. We will be using the API of Unity to create prefab that can be reusable elements for your GUI. So, first of all, like every tutorial, we begin by using the GUImpact service prefab here and drag and drop it. Set up the camera here, and then create a root element to be the first focused element. So just get the element root container here and assign it as the focused element. Okay, so we have here a basic setup. Now we want to create, for instance, a kind of an alert box. It's really useful, and you want to reuse that box, so it can be useful to have a prefab that you can instantiate in your scene, and so you create an alert box for your whole game without recreating each time an alert box, a specific alert box. So first we need another container here, container which is the basic container, in fact. So you can place it as the child of the root container and name it, for instance, 00 alert box, like this, without the door and mash. Okay, so we want it to use a full space. It's already configured to have full width and full height here. Then we want a label, a text, and two buttons for OK and cancel. So we need a vertical layout, which seems to be appropriate for that. So change the layout to a vertical layout. This time we won't be using a vertical slot layout. The vertical layout only stack items vertically, and the space allocated for each children is based on their size. So first we'll place our title, so just use a label as a child of the alert box here, then name it 00 title. Okay, and we use its size. For instance, we want it to take full width, so red is size 1, and an height of, for instance, 20%, maybe more, like this person. Okay, so we have our title here, so that's not alert here. Okay, we may want to use another skin for that title, so we can check out in the default skin here what available skins we have for label. Here we have label, the default skin, here for paragraph and title. So we'll use this label title semantic to have a new skin which will be more appropriate for a title. So we use here this semantic. This skin semantic is a key to get the correct skin in the skin dictionary here. So this is how you can get your skin work on your whole game. Okay, so we'll increase the size of our label here. Maybe 0.5 is good. Yeah. Okay. You can see that for this title, this skin's title is centered, so it's better suited for a alert box. Okay, we want now a message, so we will need to add another label. So element label here. It is the second slot here. So name it 01 message, and then we will place it to get the full width. You can try to make the center extend and take the whole height, so we could use a relative size of 1, so it takes the full 8 here, but we have to remove the absolute size and the absolute height of the title and according space we will get for the button. So we can use also 0.5 for the button. So finally we need to remove one absolute unit for our message here. So we have space for title and space for button, and the box will adapt. If you change this, you can see that the text at the center will change its size accordingly. Okay, so we have a message, hello world, and now is missing our buttons. So we need 2 buttons. So we can use either an horizontal layout to lay out horizontally our 2 buttons, or just place our buttons there. First option we use a container here. So in a third position, it will be our buttons here. So it will have full width and an absolute size of 0.5 here. Okay, so you can see we have our button ready to be set here. We can change, so you can see there is a margin here. We don't want any margin, so we can change padding, sorry. We can change that, so you can see that it will take the full space. There is no space here. Instead of here, you can see the padding. So then we will use an horizontal slot layout here to get those 2 buttons. Both slots will take full 8, so 1 in relative 8, and we take half the size here and fill content space to be sure. Okay, so we have our 2 spaces for our 2 buttons. Now just put the buttons. First button here, which will be cancel, and second button, which will be OK, accept, like this. Okay, so just make it to take the full width and 8 like this, and change the label. Okay, that's good. We can make change a little bit of depth here. For instance, minus 0.2. Same for other. We can change on the previous container. It's simple to change here. Okay, that's good. And we may add background also to our LED box. So let's check out the available skins here. We have container, bar box, border box, quarter box. Border box should be fine, so we use this semantic for our border box here. Okay, and make it adapt. We can also add more depth to our label and our title. Same thing, minus 0.2. Okay, so we have here our alert box here. So that's cool. You can see it working now. Okay. And now you may not want to recreate each time your alert box or similar box. You may want to create a kind of widget, sort of prefab that you can drag and drop to easily create your own GUI. That's very simple. Like for the collection view item, you can use the create prefab button in the inspector to properly create your prefab. So this time just click this and create your prefab. Name it for instance alert box, like this. And let's test it. So I can deactivate this one and use the prefab I've just created here. Drag and drop it now, and voila, you have your alert box clear and ready to go. As you can see, the skins were generated, they are not taken in the prefab. The skin is only based on what you are using as components as skin, semantic, and or if you define directly a skin prefab here. So hope you enjoyed it, and don't hesitate to check out the documentation online to have any further information about the component or the widgets. Thank you, thanks for watching.